Okay, so this is my office. This is my home office. I do most of the work from home. I run a real estate videography and photography business, so I do most of everything from here. So I want to show you around. It is absolutely completely dirty, so I'm going to reorganize it. I have just random gear racks, a bunch of random stuff on it, no organization at all on any of these. The behind my desk is just horrendous as far as all the cable management. When you get over to the actual desk, it is completely unorganized as far as where things go. I have my Mac here, my main PC. I have my iPad that I like to do certain things on, just hanging off the desk because there's not a lot of room. Studio monitors take up a lot of space. So basically everything is just completely disorganized. And I wanted to completely reorganize it, and I've been waiting forever to do it, but I haven't had time, and today I finally do. So I thought I'd make a quick video on it. These are the type of videos that I would like to watch as a kid. I know it's kind of weird, but studio reorganizing or desk reorganizing. So I'm going to completely move around all this stuff. Basically that rack, I have a feeling is going to go in that corner. This little extra desk over here that I sometimes use to film on is going to go somewhere over here combined with my desk. I'm going to completely flip my desk around, should get more space here for me, and then leave some space behind there to put all the lights and cameras and stuff that I use. So I don't know where that mini fridge that currently just has a ton of water in it, but don't know exactly where I'm going to put this guy, but we are going to find out. I have literally the world's largest desk from IKEA and that I custom built, and it's not big enough, which is kind of ridiculous, but we're gonna try and make it feel a little bit bigger than this. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on here. So also this custom PC build that I have has some LEDs in there that I never actually get to look at because the glass is on the left side and that's over there where you can not see any of it. So I'm planning on probably putting the PC on the right side so I can at least look at those. Random chair here. There's just a bunch of randomies. I'm probably going to completely reorganize the gear racks that I have over here. Whoops. That's kind of what I've been using as a charging station right now. I kind of want like a whole rack designated to charging. We'll see here. I tried to keep all my audio stuff over here and all my video stuff over there, but over the months and years it kind of just got like random stuff on it, like these light bulbs and stuff. So I'm gonna try and organize them all. It should be nice having both racks by the door so I can grab my stuff and go instead of having to. I also have a ton of stuff that just sits out here when I get home. Because with the coronavirus and everything, you have to clean everything after you get home. As you can see, it's very unorganized. Everything's just completely a mess. So I'm gonna spend all of today trying to fix this issue and make everything more clean. This is like a before for the video. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So I think where I'm gonna start is by organizing these racks and getting everything thrown out like in these bottom bins that I don't need. There's probably a ton of, like there's just random like GoPro boxes and just random stuff everywhere that I probably don't need. So probably starting with all this stuff and that rack and getting rid of the stuff that I don't need is probably the best place to start. Because I have, whoops, messages are popping up on my watch so I can't show the time. It's like 1 o'clock right now and I have until like 3 before I have my dad to help me move or carry all this stuff because it's going to be a 2-person job to move stuff. So I have about 2 hours to clean and organize and get all the stuff that I don't want out of here, and then also unplug all my computer stuff and get all that off the desk and move this coffee table so we can move things over to that corner. So 2 hours to get to that point. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so one rack has been cleared. I have my Sonos speaker up here. I usually use this as my Alexa in the room, but I think I'm gonna switch that out for a different Alexa unit on my desk when I have some room, which should be later today. So I think I might not be using that anymore. Plus it's a little buggy with music playing and stuff. So like if I try to say, Alexa, play Christmas music.
Playing holiday classics music from Apple Music.
And then it just won't play the music, which is really weird. I'm sure that's something to do with my Apple Music, but I've definitely tried it multiple times to get it to work, and it just doesn't. So I've been having some problems with the Sonos speaker. I'm sure it's a good Bluetooth speaker, but I just don't usually use it. I only use it to talk with Amazon Echo. So other than that, I'm probably going to use one easy to access shelf, so like this third one, or maybe fourth one, for a charging station, and then on the other side, an easy access shelf for my camera, my main camera equipment that I use on an everyday basis. And then, so I don't know, I have all this stuff laying around here that was on the shelves. I'm probably going to just hold off on this, maybe decide on which shelf I want to use for a charging equipment, and the same thing on this side. But I think I'm going to move on to going and organizing and getting rid of the stuff that I don't need over on that shelf. And then, yeah, so we're going to make more of a mess over here. All right, so now this rack is now cleared after 30 more minutes of moving things. So now I'm basically ready to move that rack over to this corner, so it's kind of like symmetrical with that rack, and then move that table over here while at the same time turning my desk so it's parallel with the rest of the room. So I think my next step before I get my dad to help move, he gets up at, he's available to help me at 3, so I have about 45 minutes to unplug all of my stuff on my desk and get it ready to move and start managing all the cables. So that's going to be honestly the most difficult part, because under there I had started some cable management just when I originally got the desk, but kind of gave up on it eventually, so as you can tell. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do some better cable management. I might need another power adapter. I have one power adapter over there, surge protector kind of thing. Might need another one on this side because I have 2 plugs over there. One right there and one over there. So maybe need 2 power adapters in order to make the cables all look good. I'm not necessarily going for a perfect clean cable look like some of the setups I've seen online, but something that's way better than this will be great. So I think I'm going to now work on getting my desk as clean as possible and get everything unplugged, maybe turned off and everything, and then ready to start moving some stuff. Okay, major updates to the room layout. So we got the rack moved from over there to over there. It looks like a mess still because of all the stuff I have to still do, but so now both equipment racks are over here in the corners. I originally thought I was going to be putting the table right there on that side, but then the mini fridge kind of got in the way, and I also needed a spot to put this surround sound speaker for the TV, because I had them on the 2 equipment racks on both sides. But so I decided to move the mini fridge to there in order to put that surround sound speaker there. It'll work for now, but didn't leave much room for the table over here. So ended up moving the table over here, which actually might work out a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead with that for now. Now the big thing I have to do now is still clean up all the wires. Whole situation back here has changed because I used to have the power adapter on that side. Now it's going to have to go on this side. So I'm going to have to probably strip out all these wires and redo all of that work. But I do have 4 outlets to work with. So there is going to be at least 1 cord going past here because the wall, I have the Ethernet going out. So there will be at least 1 cord, 2 cords because of the power surge protector. So maybe 2 or 3 cords going by in this gap to the wall. But I also want to be able to get back here to put lights and tripods and stuff and cameras. So we'll see. It's definitely making some big moves, but looking pretty good. Okay, it is now 11:18 p.m. I finished this a couple hours ago, but I wanted to go ahead and I was a little bit busy, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the video right now. We got both equipment racks nice, neatly organized. I have all of my camera gear on this rack. I have my charging stuff and cleaning station, and I'm going to keep my drone and stuff here. Have some other boxes and storage down there. Nice clean equipment rack over here of audio stuff and some tripods, and I gotta go get a lot of my other gear from the other room and make sure I fill up everything. But that's all looking good and dandy right there. And then the star of the show is the rest of the room. So here's what the rest of the room looks like. I actually kind of forgot what it looked like before, honestly, so I'm gonna have to look at the before footage. But now I have my Mac set up where I can easily turn my chair and scoot over here and work on my Mac and iPad. I have my horizontal or whatever regular looking position of the desk now. It's nice and neatly organized. Studio monitors are working and everything. Added an Echo Show there, but I moved the mini refrigerator to the next to that, so got lots of room behind now. Cable management is looking a ton better. As you can see, it's a lot less cables. From a standing up point of view, you can barely tell that there's any cables back there besides the power cords going to the wall, but looking a lot better. There is the very few LEDs. I actually thought there was a lot more in the PC, but at least you can now see them because it's not on the left side, it's on the right side, so I'm happy about that. So everything's looking good. Here's where I'm going to keep the camera tripod set up. Probably going to put some lights back here, but super happy with how this ended up turning out. I'm sure that I'll be making changes to it, but that was the major change I wanted to document, was the disaster this place was looking, and now it looks fairly good. That's about it.